Hello everybody. So today we want to make a full flight from Bremen in northern Germany to Nice in southern France with the Fenix A320 with beyond ATC, the animated co-pilot from FS2Crew and RRS, so Runway Awareness and Advisory System, also from FS2Crew. And with GSX. So the fuel is already loaded, so refueling is completed, passengers boarded, and now we have to finish our cockpit preparations. I have already set the MCDU, and let's take a look at the settings now, and I think then we can request our IFR clearance, pushback, and so on. So, first of all, let's take a look. So we fly from Bremen to Nice. That's our flight number. We are starting in Bremen, runway 27 with the SIT LR3 Zulu. And so let's return now. And we are arriving with the latest ATIS now in Nice on the runway 4 left, either it's Yankee approach via the star Nera 2. Via the star Body 7 Romeo via the fix Nera 2. And yes, I will show you in a minute on the electronic flight back with the Jeppesen charts. So that's it. Secondary flight plan is copied from the inserted flight plan, not secondary, from the first flight plan copied into the secondary. RadNav is filled out in case we have to return to the aircraft, return to the fix, to the view Bremen, then course 102 and back into the ILS of runway 27. And then the init page is filled completely. Block fuel 7.7 tons, zero fuel weight 59.6. And zero fuel weight CG 30.4. We have a little bit headwind, 17 knots. And so now we have to calculate our takeoff performance with the EFB. But first, let's take a look on our flight plan and our route. So we are here in the EFB. You can hear the summary, cost index 53, the headwind I've inserted in the MCDU, our fuel calculations, then our routes, parting runway 27 and landing 4 left with the body 7 Romeo star in Nice. Our planned pushback time is 5 o'clock Zulu or 6 o'clock local time here in Bremen. Let's take a look. It's 4:52, so 8 minutes left. We have 148 passengers and 2.7 tons cargo, 15.5 cargo, payload. Zero fuel weight 59.6. That's the same value. At the same value you can see here in the MCDU. So, no, not the real right page. So that's that are the essentials from depending the route. And now let's take a look into the charts. So that's the arrival, but first we have to start. So we are now here at gate 4 in Bremen. We use the runway 27, so we are taxiing via the taxiway. What is it? Foxtrot to the runway 27. Then we are using the SIT airlard 3 Zulu, and let's take a look after take off on the runway 27. Here is 3 Zulu. We make a left turn and then via the fix Delta Whiskey 279er to the waypoint alert, and then the route I've showed you before. In case of returning to the airport, we first make a left turn back to the Bremen, then 102, and back into the ILS. So that's for the takeoff, and then our destination. So that's that is the airport Nice. We are using runway 4 left, 1,622 feet long. It's not very long, but it's a medium length. It's okay. We are arriving there via the Star Body 7 Romeo. Here,
all aircraft be advised information Lima now current.
ATC.
QNH1018.
So, body via the waypoints Micro, Osmic, here Neras, and from Neras then to the west, and afterwards to the north, and then into the ILS. And you can see it here. We're coming from the east to the west here, south of the airport, and then we make a northwest course into the ILS. So, and our altitude for entering or capturing the ILS are 4,000 feet. So I think that's enough for this, what we need. So I said to the beginning, the plane is already completely loaded. I sent the values, zero fuel weight and max CG into the MCU via this button. That's already done. And now the takeoff performance. Runway 27, I synchronized the load sheets. We have a, I think we have a, because of the winter conditions with clouds and very low temperatures here in Bremen, we need anti-ice engine and wing. Because the cloud layer you see here is only it's a little bit more than 5 minutes before. Now 1,300 feet. A few minutes before it was 400 feet. So, but we calculate with engine and wing anti-ice. So then the latest weather, and let's calculate. So the runway in Bremen is not very comfortable. Let's take a second look onto the airport chart here. Almost, no, not almost, only 2,000 meters, 6,700 feet. That's not very long, but for this flight, we can. It's more than enough, and so let's take a look. Voila. Because there's not so much fuel on board, but yeah, I think we need toga, so no flex is it's possible. But by the way, from this airport you can fly also to the Canaries, which are more than the how can I say it in English? More than a double distance from our way to Nice, away from Bremen. So our distance here today are 707 nautical miles, and the Canaries, I don't know, I think it's 1,700 miles or so. So it's no problem to take off with a very full aircraft with tanks almost full, and the passenger capacity almost reached, so it's no problem to take off from Bremen 2, but then you have to use like today the toga.
Bremen ground. Expect runway 27, Nai 1 Lima departure. Initial climb to flight level 060. Squawk 1000.
It's another airplane which
NIE 1 Lima departure.
Requests
Squawk 1000.
IFR clearance.
Lufthansa for Yankee X-ray.
So let's wait a second.
Lufthansa for Yankee X-ray. Read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
So this traffic is generated by Beyond ATC, and it's very, very good. And that are the basic voices, not the premium voices. So I love Beyond ATC. So I think they're finished. So we have calculated, and now we are sending the values to the MCU. And you see here the values 126, 126, 128, flaps 1 down 0.0 with toga. That values are now into in the MCU, and the 80s, from the 80s I know. No, it's a transition flight level is 60, transition altitude is 50 is correct. And now we have to do a few steps. So it's already 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock and 1 minute local time. So we have to depart now very fast. But what you have to do, we have now to read checklists. We have to make our takeoff briefing, and we have to request IFR clearance, pushback clearance, and then the taxi clearance, and so on. So I think let's start. Let's start with the cockpit preparation checklist with our virtual co-pilot. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
7,640 kilograms balanced.
Seat belts.
On.
ADIRS.
NAV.
Baro ref.
1018 set.
1018 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
So, very good. Now we are preparing the takeoff briefing. So I have to switch into the FS2Crew into the program. then open the departure briefing. So weather, not good as marginal, radar required, pushback required, takeoff config 1 plus F thrust normal, threats weather. Terrain is it's very flat here in Bremen. So speeds 126, 126, 128, no flex, so we're using toga. Cruising altitude flight level 360, thrust reduction altitude 1500, transition altitude 5000, and takeoff CG. This value I have always to correct. I don't know why, but every value is correct, but from the EFB, but only the takeoff CG you have to insert manually. So we save the changes, and now we run the briefing.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Alright, the latest weather shows marginal conditions. We'll plan the push and start for a 2-engine taxi. There are no hotspots along our taxi route. It will be a left seat takeoff, and we'll be using radar. We'll plan on a normal thrust takeoff. Prior to V1, for any master warning, engine fire, or failure that will prevent the aircraft from flying safely, we'll abort and stop on the runway. After V1, we'll take it flying and deal with it in the air. Then we plan to come back here. Our top threat will be weather. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, that completes the brief.
Very good. So let's take a look from the passenger seat to the left. There's another Lufthansa airplane, and to the right Lufthansa as well. And a look outside. Yeah, here you can see our airplane, Lufthansa A320. Here two Lufthansa and a KLM. So Amsterdam is not far away. That are the planes at the other gates. And now we have to request our IFR clearance. Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel with information Tango. Request IFR clearance to Nice. Let's take a look. Okay, now.
Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel, Bremen ground. Expect runway 27, Erla 1 Lima departure. Initial climb to flight level 060. Squawk 1000.
Erla 1 Lima departure. Squawk 1000. Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel.
Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel. Read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel.
So, you have to request with Beyond ATC your the clearance and commands on your own, and then the virtual co-pilot is answering to the ATC. And normally it works very, very well. So we have one problem. We have to change our SID from AirLat 3 Zulu to AirLat 3 Lima, 1 Lima, but that's now not a big problem. So the clearance squawk 1 is 1000 and initial climb to flight level 60. I have activated the menu from Beyond ATC with one knob on my Earth Minor flight stick, so I will close it now, and then first let's set the initial flight level 60, then squawk 1000, and finally let's change our departure to AirLat 1 Lima, position none. That's then is here disco. discontinuity, and let's check now if we have no other discontinuities. So we are taking off here, then the alert 1 Lima, and to the south, and via the body star around the airport and here into the ILS or runway 4 left. Looks good. So the takeoff performance calculation is has not changed because we are using the same runway. Only the departure has changed a little bit, and you can see it here. So AirLat 3 Zulu, our former SID, is it's not a big difference to AirLat 1 Lima, our departure we have to fly now. So everything looks good now. Let's go back. Mal schauen. So. There is our airplane, a little bit. And then let's switch into the ground service page. You can see here, and take a look to the left. The gateway is connected, and now we have to request push and start and taxi to the runway. So Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel, request push and start.
Aircraft calling for pushback. Say call sign.
Okay. Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel. No. Yeah, unfortunately this happens more than one time every flight. I don't know why it's not possible to...
Lufthansa to Bravo
yeah,
Hotel,
no.
Bremen ground. Pushback approved. Face
good.
southeast.
Face southeast. Very good.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast. Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel.
Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
1 to 6, 1 to 6, 1 to 8, toga no flex. Great. Another time. 1 to 6, 1 to 6, 1 to 8, toga.
Lufthansa 1 Tango November, IFR to
So when
Frankfurt
I use flex takeoff, you can say flexing 56 degrees or something else. It's no problem. But with toga, sometimes like today, it's a problem for FS2Crew to understand what you say. But we can fix it with the general command.
Expect runway 23.
With the command set and checked.
On runway center line.
So,
Then
set and
expect radar
checked.
vectors TOC. Squawk 1000. Lufthansa 1 Tango November.
Very good.
Lufthansa 1 Tango November.
So,
Read
cancel
back
checklist.
correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Sehr gut, klappt ja überhaupt nicht. Cancel
Lufthansa
checklist.
1 Tango November.
Ah, Kinders. Restart checklist.
Parking brake.
Ah. Set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
Set and checked.
V1126, VR126, V2128, Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
So, in Germany, you can call this Vorführ effect. That the effect we want to show somebody something, and in this moment it's not successful. But I think we have solved the problem with our general command set and checked. So now normally the pushback should start automatically. All doors are closed, but I think the program has a little problem because when preparing the flight, I paused the flight for 2 minutes to make something in my house, and that's a problem for GSX when you pushing the escape button and then resume your flight. So that is my problem now, but we can, I think, we can make it manually. So I think the problem, program has a problem because program thinks I'm still at refueling the airplane. Because I had the refueling active when I pushed the escape button to pause for a few minutes. So let's take a look. But we can. So I think it's no problem. Let's restart GSX. So
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
yeah, a little bit late. All passengers are boarded. Thank you very much. So once again, GSX. So prepare for pushback and departure. No.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brake set.
So now it works. So it was my fault to pause while GSX was loading the plane. But
Hello, Captain.
we have fixed it. Yeah, very good. Now the pushback tug will be connected. There's our wing walker to the left, to the right, and in front of us ramp agent.
Bypass pin inserted.
Very good. So in opposite to a normal procedure, we don't we're not allowed to start the engines while pushback. First we have to complete the pushback, then we set the brakes, and after setting the brakes and the pushback tug is connected, then we can start the engines because of the anti-icing procedure. And did you remember we were cleared for pushback to the southeast, and now in a few seconds GSX is asking us which direction we prefer, and there. So facing east, that's the right direction.
Release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed
Yes.
and brakes are set.
I know. Pushback is starting now. Yeah, you can see gateway is no more there. A little bit advertising on the gateway for the Zech Group. It's a big construction company here in northern Germany, especially in Bremen. So let's make a little bit more light. Very good. Oh, it's a little bit late, but no problem. So, which times you can see here now. So, 520 Zulu, the takeoff was planned, so it's a very small airport. It's not so far to the runway. I think we will only depart not more than 10 minutes late. So. I think we can already push the fuel pumps to on.
Please set parking brakes.
So, parking brake set. Starting engine 2.
Okay.
So, starting engine 1.
Okay.
And both engines are available. We inform the pushbacker that engine start was successful and he can disconnect, and then we can read the after start checklist and afterwards the flight control check and the taxi checklist. But before taxiing we have to request taxi clearance. So it looks good as well. Sometimes the FS2Crew or GSX doesn't understand my command for disconnect. Let's see if it works today. Cockpit to ground. Good engine start confirmed. Please disconnect. So today is not our day. Let's make it manually. Confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
050.
After start checklist.
Advise on initial contact you have information.
Anti-ice.
On.
Bremen
ECAM
Airport
status.
information Lima 0455 Zulu. Wind 210 at 5.
Checked.
Scattered at
Pitch
600. 1200 overcast. Temperature -01.
Because of our takeoff briefing, the system FS2Crew has set now automatically the right pitch trim. So, set and checked.
Rudder trim.
Oops. Neutral. Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
Bitte. Yes.
Wind 210 at 5.
So,
600. 1200 overcast.
I think
Temperature -01. Dew point -02. QN
we'll see
H1018.
in a few moments. Yeah.
Ceiling 500
There
broken. Landing and
is
departing
she.
runways 2723.
Oh,
Transition level 050.
there is a pin,
Advise on
and
initial
now
contact you
we
have
can
information Lima.
make the rest.
Bremen Airport information
Let's
Lima.
first make the flight control check and then request the taxi clearance and then taxi to runway 27.
Scattered at 600. 1200 overcast.
Flight
Temperature
control check.
-01.
Ready.
Dew point -02.
Full up.
QN H1018.
Full down.
Missed. Ceiling 500
Neutral.
broken. Landing
Full
and
left.
departing runways
Full right.
2723. Transition
Neutral.
level 050.
Rudder.
Advise on
Full
initial
left.
contact you have information
Full
Lima.
right. Neutral.
Now the FO
Bremen Airport information
is
Lima.
making his
0455 Zulu. Wind 210
checks
at
too.
5.
Yeah.
Scattered at
So
600.
it's
1200
not the first
overcast.
time
Temperature -01.
that
Dew point
Beyond
-02.
ATC, a very, very good program,
QNH1018.
changed the frequency automatically to the 80s.
broken.
Let's fix that. So we are again on the ground frequency. So now back here. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
So we will make the brake check when starting the taxi, but before taxiing. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, request taxi to runway 27.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Runway 27 taxi via November. Charlie, Hotel, Foxtrot.
Runway 27 taxi via November. Charlie, Hotel, Foxtrot. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So I have the map on my tablet left of me because it's very complicated to look every time into the EFB, but where I can see the taxiway too. But I can show you. That's fault. You can see the taxiway too in the menu of Beyond ATC. Look here, and a little bit smaller. So that is our taxi route we have to use. Okay, so cleared for taxi. The co-pilot has already set the lights. Very good. Then
All aircraft
reduce
be
the
advised
parking brake.
information. My canal current.
A little bit
QNH1018.
thrust. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Very good. So, was willst du hier? Not normal that a car cross our way, but okay. Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On in auto.
Engine mode selector.
Norm.
ECAM memo.
Take off, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Once again, ladies
Very good.
and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your process speaking.
So,
Direct your attention to the cabin crew for the following safety instructions.
now,
We will now
clear
demonstrate how
left
to
side,
fasten
right side,
and
clear left
unfasten
side,
the seatbelt.
and
Go ahead.
a little bit fast.
Clearly marked emergency exits. All exits are approved with slides. Floor level lighting will guide you to the marked exits.
So,
In the event of decompression, oxygen mask will be released from the panel level.
now we have to taxi parallel to the runway 27. Let's take, let's increase thrust a little bit.
Then assist others. Oxygen masks are also provided in lavatories. For your
From now on,
safety, passengers are not allowed to
the
congregate
co-pilot will
around
set
the
every
lavatory.
light automatically. So the taxi lights are set already, and when we get the takeoff clearance, he will set the strobes and take off, no slides in take-off position, and after I give as a pilot flying the take-off command, he will, when we are on the runway, he will set the landing lights here into the on position. So, already there, few meters, there is the
Lufthansa 2
holding
Bravo
point.
Hotel. Contact Bremen Tower
So,
120.33.
there is our command to
Over to
switch
tower
to the tower.
120.33. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So, Loading point. Parking brake set. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, ready for departure.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, Bremen Tower, wind 220 at 5, runway 27, cleared for takeoff. Runway 27, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
Cleared for departure.
Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic.
So, now the nose lights, as I said. A lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
27 confirmed.
Runway 27 confirmed. TCAS,
TARA
PAX 1 and 2.
on.
Lineup checklist completed.
So,
Approaching 27.
now the RAAS. So, I think heading on the runway is 266.
On runway 27. 1,900 meters
That's
remaining.
Not very much. So, one look into the red nav. 264. Yes, a little bit different from the heading in the Jefferson chart. There are 266. So 264. Yeah, it's okay. So, takeoff.
Check.
Now you can see landing lights on. So stick a little bit forward. Brakes on because of the short runway. 50% and toga. Main toga, SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. ...100 knots.
Check.
B1, rotate. Positive climb.
Enough.
Okay.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Autopilot 1 on.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Contact Bremen radar departure 124.8. Contact
So-
Bremen radar departure 124.8. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
No speed restrictions, so we can
Bremen radar.
set the
Lufthansa
flaps to
2
0
Bravo
now.
Hotel,
Flap 0.
1,100 feet.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
and
Lufthansa 2
thrust
Bravo
levers to
Hotel.
climb.
Bremen radar departure. Good evening. Identified.
So,
Climb to flight level 180.
On the left side, you can see
Climb to
the
flight level
suburbs of
180.
Bremen.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So what did he say? No problem. So flight level 180. Yes. Now let's set the altitude 180. That's it. So now we are climbing to flight level 180. The clouds we have left the clouds, so we can deactivate the anti-ice in a few moments. You see here ice is not detected. Now 5000.
Standard cross-checked.
That's
Passing
standard.
flight
Yeah.
level 055.
He was a little bit faster than me.
Now.
Yeah. Cross check passed. So, and now the NTI's off. You can see here the co-pilot has already disarmed the lights, made the lights, the nose lights and the runway turn-off lights off, and the landing lights he will turn off at 10,000 feet. So after we reach 10,000 feet, I will pause this video and I will continue it when we are in the approach on Nice, because it's the next 1.5 hours are a little bit unspectacular. Okay, so let's set the range to 40, and now look on the landing lights, 10,000 feet, and off. And we can give the co-pilot now the command to clear the MCDU, the RadNav page. Here we have set the viewer R in case of returning to the airport. So let's try it. Clear RadNav.
Okay.
Now you will see a hand. Ah, there it is. And he is clearing the RadNav entries. So now we can already enter the since a few days I have a very good internet connection. I always or very often I get the message the connection is lost, and in the next moment the connection is connected again with the servers. Very weird. I don't know why, but I think it's a problem with the servers of Microsoft. So let's now insert the airport already in the progress page. Normally, if I had a step climb, I would. So I have to look now. I would enter here the fix where we have to make the next step climb. But today, if you saw it, we have no step climb, so I can already insert now the destination runway here, and so we have now. It's now 5:36 Zulu time, and we are arriving at Nice at 7:22 in almost 700 miles, and we have to.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
Moment.
Contact Bremen radar 125.1. Have a good evening.
And we have to descend, the top of descent in around about 500 miles. So let's see the
Bremen radar, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, through flight level 156 for flight level 180 direct Erlet.
Now we are getting the clearance in a few moments to climb to 360.
Bremen radar identified. Climb to flight level 360.
And there it is. So
climb to flight level 360, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
Set the new altitude with my very, very good, so I can recommend it, Octavi IFR Octavi panel 2360. So I think the name is Octavi IFR. It's a very good panel. I use it with a MobiFlight. MobiFlight add-on. and with in mobile flight there is what's the right word, a configuration, and I can use the Octavi IFR with pulling and pushing the knobs like in the real airplane. It's much easier than using the keyboard, and needs not much space. It's very small, and if I would buy perhaps FCU from Winwing, it's not very expensive at all, but it needs much more space on my desktop. So I decided to use the Octavi IFR, and it's very good. I think it costs 100 euros, a little bit more, and yeah, you can buy it at Amazon too. But I have to say, I'm not a representative of the company, but I love the Octavi IFR, so I can recommend others to use it too, not more. So. Climb rate 1,900 feet per minute. I think we can now set the passenger signs to off. I can make it on my own here, but I can also ask the FO to do it. So let's make it this way now. Seatbelts off. Now, seatbelts off. So, thank you for watching the first phase of this video, and we will continue when we are in the approach on Nice. So, I'm here again, and now we are around about 30 miles before our top of descent. We will get our clearance for descent in 5 minutes or so, and you hear in the background the ATC from Beyond ATC. It's great, and as I told you in the first time of this video, that are the basic voices, not the premium voices. Very, very good for a very affordable price of 30 euros for the basic package. So I got the actual meter. Let's take another look here. For Nice is wind 340 knots, clouds broken at 4,000 feet, 9 degrees, and QNH is 119. So that is our clearance for the approach. So I entered the actual values for the moment. Let's take a look. Accept the clearance.
Expect board 7 Romeo, runway 04 left, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So I choose this way. I could already. It was possible to speak by myself with the ATC, but because I told you something, I didn't hear the instructions, so I decided to use the button control and not to speak by myself with the ATC. So let's take a look. So 11 miles, then we have to descend, start our descent. So I entered the actual values for the destination we've seen in the EFB.
Milan radar, Alpine
and
73
now
Foxtrot
I
Yankee.
will
For
start
flight
the
level
descent
141 for flight level
and then
170 direct NC
let's
519er.
let's talk about other things.
Alpine 73 Foxtrot Yankee. Milan radar. Radar contact. Climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340. Alpine 73 Foxtrot Yankee.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, ready for descent.
Milan radar, France Soleil 8092. Flight level
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Board 7 Romeo. Runway 04 left. Descend to flight level 170. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So we got our
France Soleil
clearance to
8092. Milan radar. Identified.
descend to flight level 170, and we will make a managed descent. Yes. So when we open the window, you can see here now our latest ATC traffic, and here I got the clearance via the Star Border 7 Romeo, runway 4 left, and descending flight level 170. And here my co-pilot made the I don't know the right word now, it's very late today, accepted this clearance to the ATC. So now we are at the descent, and now let's talk about the rest. So I entered these values from the EFB, and I looked in the Jeppesen chart about the decision altitude, and we can take a second look here. So we are here, and then let's go to
November, runway 12 ready for descent. Helvetic 187 Delta.
So left. I looked if we got already a clearance for ILS Zulu or ILS Yankee, but it comes a little bit later. So you can see here in the chart, I'll make it a little bit bigger. The Airbus A320 is category C, and we have a decision altitude 311 feet. That's 300 feet above the ground. Radar altitude, height. So it's logical because the runway is 11 feet above the zero height, and so 300 feet above is an altitude of 311 feet. There is our decision altitude in the approach when we have to decide if we continue the approach and the landing. So go back. So now we are here, and our way is here, the southwest direction, and then we make a turn around the airport, and then here into the ILS. There is again the message we had earlier too, connection lost, and in the next second connection is again there. I don't know what's the reason. My internet connection is fast. I think that are the servers of Microsoft. So let's reduce the range a little bit, and in a few minutes we have to hear about our clearance for the
Contact Marseille Control 120.85.
for the final approach.
Ryanair 7 Romeo Kilo, bye-bye.
So we need a little bit more drag. That's very often in the Fenix that I have to use the spoilers to reduce speed because we have not enough drag. You can see here we are around about 600 feet above our altitude we have to reach. So a few moments. Now we have reached the path again. So
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Contact please approach 120.655.
So now
Contact please
frequency
approach
change for us.
120.655. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Please approach Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Flight level 173 with information Delta.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel is approach QNH1019. Expect the ILS Zulu runway 04 left to the nearest transition.
QNH1019er, expect the ILS Zulu runway 04 left with the nearest transition. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So we get now the ILS Zulu approach, not the Yankee approach. We have the clearance, and then we can descend. We can continue our descent. In the Jeopardy chart I showed you a minute before, there was the altitude of entering into the ILS of 4,000 feet. That's our target altitude to reach. So I think it's now the right moment to make the approach briefing and the calculation of the landing. So first let's go into the EFB and let's refresh the meter. I had changed a little bit, but not very much. 220 was 8 knots, 9 degrees, 1019er. Our landing weight. So we have now 3,700 kilograms. We will reach 3,400. That's 300 kilograms less. So 300 minus a minute before, a second before, it was 63.3. So we enter into the EFB with a little bit of margin, 63 tons. And now we can see runway is 8,622 feet length, and we need 6,791 feet for braking distance, and that's not very much margin, so I decide to use the medium auto brake, and we need now 4,774 feet. That's a good performance. So now we will arm the auto brake medium, and we can now set the baro to 1019er. So we have to switch again when we reach the transition altitude. Transition altitude I looked is today flight level 60, and I entered in the Perth page already. So now we are 1,000 feet below our glide path. Why? I don't know. But what we have to do is to change the approach from the ILS 04 left Yankee to ILS 04 Zulu, via... Oh God. It's a little bit complicated now. Let's take here the map view.
Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH1019.
There's our clearance for 4,000.
Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH1019er. Lufthansa to Bravo Hotel.
But which wire will we use now? Yes. So, board 7 right. Ah, it was the wrong menu. No, nein. Das war falsch. Board 7 right. So, nein. Mann. So, body 7 right, and we approach via Neras, and first have to insert heading track, so insert, and again, so let's take the better. So we have now fly direct to Otoki, and then yes, everything should be fine again.
Flight level 169er with information delta.
So 10,000 feet. Let's activate the landing system, and let's switch again to the arc mode, and here we can check now. Here is the disco.
Expect the ILS Zulu runway 04
Not
left with the
allowed.
nearest transition. Lufthansa 06 Mike.
Was will er von mir?
With Malta 3571, contact Mr. 118.7.
Let's take a look.
Contact Tower 118.7 with Malta 3571. Bye-bye.
Neras. We have to delete the manual. No. A little bit complicated now. We can't. No. Delete this, but so from Neras to Limpo, and now insert. Okay, let's take a look now. I think because of the change, we are a little bit too high. So the cabin is ready, I think.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Schön. Danke. So there is Neras. What's with our descent profile? Okay, I think that that's a problem now. But when I look into the course, looks all good. That was a problem. So once again, let's look above on the co-pilot navigational display about our course now. So we are here. That's better. We are here from Neras and then Lempu and right turn into the ILS. Whew. So I think now everything is fine. Now we can activate the approach phase. Activate approach phase. Arm approach, autopilot 1 and 2 on. So at Neras we should be flight level, can't be the real flight level 151.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, cleared direct Neras, cross Neras at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left.
Okay.
Clear direct Neras. Cross Neras at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left.
Okay, because of the change of the approach, we are a little bit out of the glide path we have calculated before we started the descent. Now we are a little bit too low. 9,000 feet too low, because at Neras we should have flight level 15, and we have now at Neras flight level 70, but our instruction from the ATC was I think 7,000 at or above 4,000, and so that's the minimum altitude. We are now at speed brake. We are now at 7,000, so it's okay. And now, before I forget it, the approach briefing, the weather, it's good.
Turn left,
runway
heading 270, descent to 4,000 feet, resume normal speed, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
Okay.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel, for 0 miles from Lempu, fly present heading, you maintain 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left.
So here's our clearance.
Fly present heading, 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So there's the clearance for the 4 left Zulu approach. A little bit stressed now. Those threats have no threats. Autoland, no. Final sector, no. E-first landing system required, no.
Lufthansa 06 Mike, descent to 4,000 feet,
altitude 6,000, and we can run the
Are you ready
briefing.
for the arrival brief?
Go ahead.
The newest weather shows nice VFR conditions, and we've got the arrival and approach for guidance and FMS for descent planning to get down to the airport. It'll be an ILS approach. The runway is dry, and we take the first available turn to taxi to the gate per ATC instructions. Once cleared, we can plan to start the APU for taxi in. Any questions?
No questions.
Brief complete.
So the brief is complete, and now we have the transition altitude, and we can change to the local QNH of 1019. Let's take a second look if there is any change. No, 1019. But I have to
1019 set, passing 5,900.
I have to
Now
enter the actual wind here in the perf page, and there we are. So we are now closer to the calculated glide path, only 5,000 feet below the calculated glide path, but we are in line, or no, it's perhaps not the right word, but we have followed the ATC instructions and the constraints, so we are 5,000 feet below our calculated glide path, but not too low, because we have followed the ATC instructions. You know what I mean. So We've left 38 miles. It's a long turn here to around the airport. You can see here the airport. Then we fly at the moment with heading 272 or 273, and then here we have to turn right into the ILS at 4000. So approach mode, and I told him to activate the approach phase, but he didn't do that. Let's take a second try. Activate approach phase. Second attempt. And now he is activating and confirming the approach phase. Approach speed 138, landing speed 133. And now we can read the approach checklists.
1000 to go.
Yeah. Approach checklist.
Baro ref.
1019 set.
1019 set. Seatbelts.
Normally, the co-pilot is activating it. This time he forgot it. I don't know why, and I forgot it too. On. On.
Minimum.
Let's take a look into the chart. If the minimum I set for the Yankee 04 Yankee runway is the same as for 04 Zulu. I look at in the tablet on the left side. Can't see it in the moment, but it's a little bit faster. Yes, it's the same minimum of 311 feet. So 311 feet set. Because of the change of the approach to the ILS for Zulu, he deleted the value here. And so 311 feet set. No? Perhaps a problem with FS2Crew. Restart checklist.
Baro ref.
1019 set.
1019 set. Seatbelts.
On.
Minimum.
311 feet set.
Auto brake.
Medium armed.
Engine mode selector.
Norm.
Approach checklist completed.
So. Looks good. Now let's take, let's set the flaps. Flaps 1. Klappt ja prima. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
And now. So let's take a look at the newest meter. Clouds broken 4000. We are at 4000. Now he is reducing speed. We are 21 feet away. Let's reduce the range. And in case of misapproach, we have to climb straight ahead and 1.2 miles from the ILS point Nizza or Nice, we turn right to onto 140, heading 140 and climbing to 3,000 feet. That's a little bit different from the ILS Yankee approach, because in the ILS Yankee approach we had to make a right turn to the VUR A Zulu Romeo, but that is another misapproach procedure here with the 04 left Zulu approach. So now I have to concentrate a little bit, but you know, talking and thinking and flying at the same time is difficult, so I will now concentrate of flying. 6 miles. Runway is there. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Lockstar.
Checked.
Glide slope star.
Checked.
The runway 4 left is straight ahead. Now. And we are now flying onto the glide slope.
Lufthansa 06 Mike, cleared direct Naras, cross Naras at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left.
And I hope we will make a good landing.
Cleared direct Naras,
A little bit
cross
nervous.
Naras at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left,
So.
Lufthansa 06 Mike.
$11 miles away. It looks a little bit nearer than 11 or no 10 miles, but I think that's right. 11 miles. Sink rate 700 feet. Still 3,200 feet above ground, and
Lufthansa 06 Mike, flight present heading, climb to
in
4,000
a
feet,
few moments
resume normal
we
speed,
can
vector
lower
to
the
the
gear
approach.
and set flaps 3 and
Flight
flaps
present
4.
heading, climb to 4,000 feet, resume normal speed, Lufthansa 06 Mike. Lufthansa 06 Mike, for 2 miles from Lempu, flight present heading, maintain 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left. Flight present heading, 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS Zulu runway 04 left, Lufthansa 06 Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel established on the localizer.
2,500.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel überfahren. Lufthansa 2
Get down.
Bravo Hotel, contact Miss Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So,
Nice Tower, Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. ILS Zulu runway 04 left.
flaps 3.
Lufthansa
Speed
2
checked.
Bravo Hotel,
Flaps 3.
Nice Tower, wind 330 at 8, runway 04 left cleared to land.
There is our landing
Runway
clearance.
04 left clear to land.
Flaps full.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Wonderful. So, not needed, and here is our missed approach procedure. So I hope we don't need it. Wonderful approach in the early morning, and I hope everything goes fine. So you see, straight ahead there are mountains, and because of that I will activate my terrain on my navigation display. So all lights are set. Open Ordnung. Wind comes 2-0 from the left,
1,000.
and a little bit from straight ahead. 1,000 is checked. Autopilot off. Manual flight. Jetzt kommt's drauf an. now it counts.
Approaching. 04. Left.
It's too much. Come on. No, correct.
$400 above.
Land.
Checked.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
Checked.
200. $100.
Flight slow.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Yes.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. $70 knots.
Reverse speed off. Auto brake off.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Exit left next available taxiway.
1,000.
Exit
left, next available
200
taxiway.
meters
Lufthansa 2
remaining.
Bravo Hotel.
And we are vacating here to the left. Our landing was not so bad. 153 feet. So now we are waiting here.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Contact ground 121.705. Have a
Button
good
break.
morning.
Ground 121.705. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So, and now we have to make the following. We have to choose a gate. I make it here with the button menu, taxi to the gate.
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Request taxi to the gate.
And let's see which gate we
Lufthansa 2 Bravo
check.
Hotel. Welcome to Nice Côte d'Asia Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Yeah. I think ramp. Oh man, there are many gates here. I was looking for gate 22, but here is it. Take 22.
Request ramp 22. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
So,
Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel. Ramp 22. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
position.
Ramp 22
And now
taxi at my discretion. Lufthansa 2 Bravo Hotel.
we have to start GSX again, and we are okay, that's not a gate, it's a ramp. Perhaps we can change it. I wanted a gate. No, it's no chance. So parking, what did I say? Ramp 22. There it is. So we choose a follow me car today because I didn't fly very often to Nice. I have a taxi card on my tablet, but I think it's a little bit more easier with the follow me car. And now, meanwhile, we can read the after landing checklist. After landing checklist. Again, so you see here the radar and blinked wind shear is off, but the our follow me car, our nice co-pilot is not reacting. So after landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
No. Off. Off.
After landing checklist completed.
I don't know what's up today. The other flights I made in the last weeks, the virtual co-pilot was reacting every time very good, but today it's not so good. Or how we say in Germany, da ist der Wurm drin. So, a little bit too fast. So the co-pilot has started already the APU and have put the tickers to standby mode, and also disarmed the strobes and the landing lights, so only the taxi lights are on at the moment. Oh. Unfortunately, we don't get a gate, but there is a bus. Perhaps this bus is for us. Es reimt sich. Off. I think there is 19. Wow. 22. 19. We have 22. So here is 22, and we have to turn to the right to our parking position. A bit fast. So, let's. That's great. The bus, the bus is directly on our parking position. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, don't look at the bus, please. So. You can see there our position. So we are now directly. There is a marshaller. Don't saw it because of the bus. Yeah. To the right. Yeah, komm. 9 meters to go. And we are there. 40 centimeters too much, but I think it's acceptable. So, now this off, then APU bleed on. The engines are going off, the beacon goes off, navigation lights off.
Boarding requested.
Yeah. And this too. Deboard, please. There comes the stairs. Engines are spooling down, and we can switch the seatbelt signs to off. So, parking checklist.
Parking brake or chocks.
Set.
Engines.
Off.
Wing lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
Bus is coming.
Wonderful. So, and when we open the door, there are no passengers. Normally, there are the passengers. That's, so you can only see the passengers with GSX when you open the door of the cockpit. When you go to our place here in the row, I don't know, but in the back side, there are the passengers. When I now, it's a gimmick. When I now,
Passengers deboarding started.
sehr schön. Close the door. Let's go back. No passengers there. So you can also only see the passengers if you open the cockpit door. I don't know why it only works with the open cabin door, but yeah, that's the technique of GSX. So, and now let's go outside, and you can see there's the front and here too the passengers are deboarding and going into the bus, and what's very good, the bus which was 2 minutes ago on our rent position
Lufthansa
is
06
away.
Mike, ramp 8 Charlie, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Okay. Now,
Ramp 8 Charlie taxi.
the flight is over. I think it was a little bit weird because of the new approach while descending, but overall it was an acceptable approach. Yeah, not so bad landing, a little bit windy and have to correct a little bit, but the landing at the end was not so bad, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I would be happy if you look another video at later in another week again from me, and I wish you a nice evening, because now in Germany it's late evening, a nice day, and yeah, until next time, bye bye.